Alright, what is up guys? My name is Freeloader MC, and today I want to talk about one of the recently released cards from the new Hearthstone expansion, Whispers of the Old Gods, and this is Deathwing Dragonlord. It's a 10 mana legendary for a 12/12, and it's a dragon with a death rattle that dumps every single dragon that you have from your hand onto the battlefield, and I think that is pretty freaking cool. Just the effects, the card in general, and look at that art. That art is pretty goddamn sick. So let's talk about the stats. You're paying 10 mana for a 12/12, which is exactly the same as the normal Deathwing. It passes the vanilla test. There aren't any other like really 10 drops to kind of compare it with. So I'm gonna say for this purpose that this is a good card for its stats. But of course, the most interesting aspect about this card is its death rattle. The way I look at it, this card kind of reminds me of Voidcaller, as they kind of do the same thing. They cheat a really big minion into play. Big difference here though is that Deathwing can dump multiple minions out of your hand, while Voidcaller can only do one. And Deathwing Dragonlord is a 12/12 as compared to a 3/4. Realistically speaking, if you even get one dragon out of Deathwing Dragonlord, I think you pretty much got your mana's worth. If you could drop something like a Ysera or Malagos or something like that, I think you're pretty good there. It would be a little bit more unfortunate if you hit something like Alexstrasza or Nefarian, because their battle cries are very good, and you will be missing out on those battle cries if you cheat them out using this card. But you still get an 8/8, so you can't really complain. One of the biggest problems I have with this card though is that it's very draw dependent. Like, in order for its effect to be put to its maximum use, you gotta have a lot of dragons in your deck to make sure that you can consistently get its effect off. And if you have a bunch of dragons in your deck, you are probably going to lose to almost any kind of aggro, because 9 to 10 mana dragons are not going to help you against 1 to 3 mana really fast minions. So I think the key to playing around that problem is to find like a good balance between a bunch of dragons and you know, your control spells and the minions early on. So this way you could survive to turn 10 to play this card, as well as having a few dragons in your hand to just cheat into play. Also, it should be said that you should watch out for silence when you play this card. I don't think it would be very fun to play this 10 mana card only to have it silenced, and then all the dragons in your hand are suddenly all sad. I could see this card being played in a bunch of dragon themed control decks where going to turn 10 is very probable, and you most likely want to play multiple dragons as finishers anyway, so this card would be really good there. Another possibility would be maybe Ramp Druid, where you just ramp yourself up to turn 10 as fast as you can and drop this as quickly as you can, while possibly drawing dragons as well and finding a way to kill it. I'm not too sure there. I think the dragon control theme strategy is much better, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Deathwing Dragonlord. I think this is a pretty awesome card. Just everything about it, the whole dump all the dragons in your hand down on the board, and the artwork, just everything about it seems really cool. Can't wait to give this card a try. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Freeloader MC, and I'll see you guys on the next video.